might say, "Oh, Steve."
That's an insult comparing my thoughts to Congress. To certain members of Congress would be an insult to Congress. Look, let me double down on what Steve said. I had a similar formulation back when I was running for president, that the good ideas don't come from Washington, but more the funding should.
Yeah.
That's actually the exact principle we're working with now. We didn't leave that principle aside when we got here. It's why we don't think up any projects. We are currently supporting 37,000 projects. Just the ones that have been identified as getting funding from the IIJA. About 31,000 of those are transportation. The rest are things like the fiber projects that Gina Raimondo and Commerce are leading, the school bus electrification that Michael Regan is leading, the lead pipe removal that Michael Regan is leading, and so many other things happening across the administration. But those 31,000 projects, what they all have in common, not one of them was one that we just thought up in a room somewhere at USDOT headquarters in ADR. They're projects that somebody came up with on the ground, the ones that everybody in your community knows have needed to be done for a long time, but the ones you're just setting out to do. And by the way, I should mention, we also have more than ever dollars going into planning. So something doesn't have to be fully cooked. Many of you remember 2009 era, the phrase shovel ready. We love shovel ready projects because I can get over to ribbon cutting quickly, but we also, this time around, are paying just as much attention, if not more, to shovel-worthy projects, and want to be working with you to get them shovel-ready. And then we'll take the next step. So all of this is happening in that environment, where we have that level of impatience and patience at the same time. But we know that the ideas aren't going to come from Washington, the funding should, and we want to work with you on it. I also want to emphasize that I know that it can feel a little dissonant to talk about roads and bridges when we've got some of the chaos that we have going on, whether it's the frustrating chaos that's happening in certain precincts of Capitol Hill, or the heartbreaking chaos that's happening in certain parts of the world. I also believe that the more we can deliver on what is under our control, the more we can take care of the basics, so to speak, the more we can build the kind of trust, including public trust, including people's faith that government can work and solve problems for them, that is a condition of the deeper forms of social trust that have been missing. I think this is what's at stake when the president talks about how us delivering on things like infrastructure and demonstrating that a messy democratic system like ours is a better way to do it than a top-down, iron-fisted authoritarian system competing to show that it can do these things, like what you see in China. That's what's at stake. In the unsexy work of delivering stormwater and interstate highway improvements lies a certain part of something as serious as the legitimacy of our democratic system. And I know I'm preaching to the choir because I'm in a room full of public servants who got into this line of work in order to solve problems and do that kind of thing. And it's the best part of our jobs. And we want to help you muscle through all the worst parts of our jobs so that we can get to that reward of seeing how the things we do and the dollars we mobilize and the policies that we make and the work that we do made actual people better off in their actual everyday lives, so that they didn't have to worry about whether they could afford their commute or get clean, safe drinking water, and they could instead be free to worry about things like whatever matters to them in life, or starting a business, or living in accordance with their faith, or picking up their kids from daycare, or all the things that we do in the election. That's what government's about. That's why I'm proud to be part of an administration that's focused on that. And we're going to keep our heads down, and we're going to be at your side to do that, and look forward to following up through Steve and his team and our own intergovernmental affairs folks at the DOT to try to be an asset to you to do that work. So thanks so much for the chance to be here.